Before you go ahead and buy the Battlefield 2042 pre-order, there's some things you need to know. Like, what are the different levels of pre-order? What will the full game release look like? And why the marketing for this game is so concerning. Well, there's 3 levels of the pre-order: the standard, the gold, and the ultimate. Standard, you get this stuff here with the early access to the open beta. How long you actually get before everyone else gets access to the beta is roughly about 2 days. It's not confirmed yet, so I can't confirm that. But judging by the Battlefield 4 early access, players that pre-order the game got to enjoy the Battlefield 4 beta 3 days before everybody else, and Battlefield was 2 days before everybody else. As I said, the beta isn't confirmed yet, but sources say it's going to be on or around the 22nd of September, which means you should get it on the 19th or 20th. So the gold edition gives you all the same stuff from the standard edition, but you also get early access to game launch and the year 1 pass, which includes 4 specialists, 4 battle passes, and 3 epic skin bundles. I mean, they have said that anything that's not a cosmetic item will not be locked behind a paywall, so the inclusion of the specialists in this list is kinda suspect, and probably a bit filler. And then for the Ultimate Edition, you get all of the previous stuff plus the Midnight Ultimate Bundle, the digital art book, and the digital soundtrack. Apart from the skin, which I'm personally not too bothered about, the art book and the soundtrack would be great if they weren't digital. If they were physical copies of something, I could see this being worth it, but since they're digital, you may as well go on Google and look them up when the game releases, because someone's going to upload that stuff. So in terms of the value for the money, the gold edition is probably going to be the best one here, because it gives you early access to the game launch and the beta, and you get the year 1 pass. All cosmetic stuff is a cool added bonus, but we could probably take it or leave it, or just unlock it through the battle pass. Moving on, you need to know, we don't need another Cyberpunk situation here. We haven't had any real up-to-date gameplay footage for a newer build of the game. Every leak and trailer online is from a really old build of the game. And the marketing team for Battlefield 2042 have done a Captain Price and gone dark, so the alarm bells are ringing and it's setting all of our collective teeth on edge, being so close to the predicted beta date. So if I were you, I'd hold off from pre-ordering the game if pre-ordering is something that you've got your mind set on, until we actually see some gameplay footage, or we get hold of the beta, or we actually get some updates from DICE. But if you have already pre-ordered this, let me know in the comments which version you went for. I find it interesting to see what you all went for and why. So anyway, finally, some stuff you really need to keep in mind before you pre-order. New Battlefield releases historically have been really bad. Battlefield 3 released and had massive issues with server outages, which stopped players being able to play the multiplayer portion of the game entirely. Battlefield 4 released with major launch issues similar to Battlefield 3, with server disconnect issues, netcode issues which caused problems within the game logic, like what you were seeing on your screen was completely different to what the server showed the other players, so hit markers and things and hit reg was a massive problem for that game. Battlefield 1 was better all around with not many issues, and then Battlefield 5 launched with a lot of game-breaking bugs too, like matchmaking times with a party being stupidly long, stuff like that. So will Battlefield 2042 be any different, since it's historically been a thing for these games to release in a complete wreckage? I'm not sure. But as they're releasing not just normal multiplayer modes, but Hazard Zone and Portal along with the main multiplayer, it's gonna be interesting to see whether the servers can keep up with all of this. Having said all of that, as long as it works really well on launch day, there's gonna be some awesome things you love about this game, so click this video on the left here to find out what you're going to love. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Toodaloo!